3, 4,
15,
5, 6,
16,
7.
20. One more. Come on. Come on, you are Marine. 23. I think I missed one there. 24. Oh, God, my feet are killing me. Well, listen, you do it by brute force or you use your brain.
We have finished the rafters, and yes, we did use nails. I've got Dad along with me. He is the metal man, and we decided that for the framework of the structure, certainly the rafters themselves, we wanted it to last, guys. We want it to last. We want it to be really, really solid, really secure.
It would actually take my weight.
Oh yeah,
I can do it at 70.
And whilst using cordage and things is great and it works, I've done it on, go through my old shelters, you'll see I've used 100% cordage on loads of them. It works, it's fine, but it lasts a lot longer when you've got a few nails in. It's a lot safer. So what we've got is the rafters are now coming up, and we've got a nice little overhang of probably about a foot. But the issue is we're probably going to have like a tarp roof, but it's going to be a bit like the old one I did where I could move it in and out when I wanted to allow more light into the camp for filming. So if the tarp was across this right now, it would just sag, right, wouldn't it? The water would just belly and it would just fall in.
Off, but it would pull it, stretch it a bit.
So what we're going to do is make some small little noggins while we've got the tools here and just brace these rafters with those, and that should prevent any material from sagging and just make it a lot more rigid as a roof structure in general. And yeah, we're just going to, like I said, we've got the tools, we'll do it that way. But they're still really strong. They can take our weight, no problem.
Yeah.
But over time, things get weathered, and we just think it'd be easier. Well, not easier. It will be safer to just provide that rigidity to stop anything sagging in the middle.
They're bigger timbers. There's a lot of weight up there.
Yeah.
Compared with a little tent or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, we are going to finish up for today. This is as far as we've got. Dad did the rest of the noggins. That's what I call them anyway. Previously in the past, I've used these noggins, which are actually just big horizontal poles. And whilst it worked, I don't think it was as structurally sound as doing it this way. But we're really pleased so far with what we've got. We've got more plans at the back of the camp here. There needs to be a raised bed. There needs to be somewhere we can store wood, so a log store. And we might have another fire pit here as well. Plus room for other crafts. That's what it's kind of all about, this shelter. But it's solid, isn't it, Dad?
Oh yeah, you jump on it, yeah, solid.
It's a solid structure.
What's that?
So, a piece of wood fell on Dad's head.
Yeah,
this will make you laugh, guys.
I've put 2 noggins up. 2.
So there's a noggin here, like this, and then Dad just was going to nail it in, and he went to move on to that one, and forgot to nail this one in. So as you were hitting this one,
the other one went.
Honestly, it was so funny, the noise it made. It went
hollow, a hollow sound.
It was wood on wood, and his head, and there was this pause, wasn't there? And you went, ah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, just popped in my head there, which is still painful. No, it was fine. No, in England we say, oh, I've banged my head. What is it? Oh, I really banged my noggin. Now, is that word? I got hit on the noggin, the head.
On the noggin, yeah.
Because of that. Does anybody out there in carpentry know? Does the word noggin to your head when you say, "Oh, I got hit on the noggin"? I wonder if it comes from
that. That's a good point.
I've done it 4 or 5 times in my life.
You literally got hit with a noggin. Yeah. Oh, it was so funny.
That's what it is.
But yeah, so that's structurally, we're really pleased with that. Like I say, you'll see what will happen with the actual roof further down the line. Not in this episode, probably in the next one. But we're coming back here tomorrow, which is the same episode for you guys, to do some more to the camp here. So keep watching, stay tuned. We appreciate you. We appreciate you sticking along, and yeah, we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
So right in the woods at the moment, I just came across another kill of some description, but I don't know what that is, whether that's another rook. We're a long way from the last one. There you go. Not much left of that one. What is it that's in here? It could be up there, because I know buzzards, I've seen them hunting and just dropping down from the tree onto their prey, rabbits and stuff. Because walking through here, I think you can get, you know, like a sparrow hawk that weaves through the trees and grabs stuff. But black feathers, I can only say that's going to be down for some form of rook or crow. So that's two. Not a good day for crows today. Best thing to do if you're a crow, keep quiet and don't move.
Not too much. Keep going. There.
Bit more?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. There you go, Dad. Luxury.
Service with a smile.
There's some fresh bread. It's quite hot, the soup.
Yeah, it's not
This
bad,
is potato, courgette, spring onion soup. Normally I'd use leek, potato and leek soup, but
like a broth. You call it a broth?
Yeah.
You really? I mean, if you
well, yeah, it's I haven't blended up, so it's more of a broth. But a bit of butter. There's some chicken stock in there as well, which has got the salt in it, so I didn't want to add extra salt. We've got some fresh sourdough, I think, bread.
And it's your veg?
And this is home, yeah. So the veg, well, not the potatoes. I didn't grow potatoes this year. I was a bit late. But this is my courgettes, fresh courgette picked this morning, and the spring onion was picked this morning as well.
Really? Yeah, tasty. It's
Is
really
it nice?
tasty. Really tasty, yeah.
Perfect texture.
Good, yeah, yeah.
And we got some nori bread as well, Dad.
Where'd you grow that?
I joked earlier, I said I grew the bread. I was meant to say courgette. Nice hearty dish.
It is indeed, yeah. Notice the glove on his hand, because he's got to eat out of
Cast iron.
cast iron, which is really hot.
I took it out the, we only had one bowl, and I took it out, I thought the cast iron pot itself would be too hot, so I put it in the lid, and it's still too hot,
Yeah.
but I got the glove, I can actually hold it. Yeah, this is the Petromax FT1, which is actually ideal. They sent me the FT1 and the FT 0.5, which is a smaller one, which is more for a one-person meal,
Yeah,
but because
see
there's
that.
two of us, that's ideal.
There's enough for 2 people
Size,
easily.
or if you're here all day on your own, you'd probably have that on your own. The other larger Dutch ovens, you just end up needing loads more vegetables to fill it.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you put meat in with that as well if you want to?
you
I
could
suppose,
do,
couldn't
yeah.
you?
It's more of a vegetable soup, this one, but definitely 100% you could put meat in it.
You can make a stew in that, couldn't you?
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. We had the fire going, didn't we? We just let that cook for 45 minutes. That soup.
Yeah.
So it's mostly enough to soften the potatoes, because courgettes go soft fairly quickly, whereas the potatoes were obviously hard and left the skins on.
Now you mentioned about we had it on a grill on the full Petromax. You can hang a donkey off it, you know, but it's really strong. But
Yeah.
you say it burns better on the coals, those cast iron pots.
Yeah, cast iron really. We needed to get a big fire going, but because we were filming it was a bit difficult. But we needed to get a big fire going, let it get burned down to coals, and then just plonk the Dutch oven on the coals, a few coals on top for 45 minutes. It would have been fine. But we kicked off the flame, and it's got legs on that Dutch oven. So when we put it on the
Yeah.
grill, it's obviously a bit precarious, just
that's what tipping.
hanging there.
It's a courgette, so I can taste those.
Yeah, it's nice. The fresh courgettes, isn't it? We're making progress on the camp, folks, as you can see behind us. We are just about to finish the raised bed. The roof will be on in the next episode. You'll see what we're doing for the roof. But it's nice to have it at the angle where we can still see the centre of the camp, even
Yeah.
though we might do a separate fire pit over here near the shelter for when I'm filming near the shelter. But it's good to be back in the woods, isn't it, Dad?
Absolutely, yeah.
We both haven't been back here at the same time for quite a long time, really. I think it was since the cabin got broken into.
Yeah,
Which is
I
like-
say a year or so.
which is
Over
like a year.
Over a year. I think
Yeah.
it was over a year.
Saying to the folks, the plan is to have a bushcrafty area where we can go back to doing some of the more bushcraft things that we did, like where
Yeah.
we did the catch and cooks with the trouts, the fish,
Smoked.
the squid, the mackerel. We did all those catch and cooks.
Fish
And then
skins, didn't you?
Fish skin leather. We'll make some fish skin leather here. A bit more craft stuff. Once the camp's done, we can actually do the craft stuff.
That's quite a good count.
Not bad. That is. That's one of the most over-engineered bushcraft beds we've made, probably.
Yeah.
There's no flex. Obviously, I wouldn't sleep directly on the logs. Be on a
I wouldn't.
be on a roll mat or a sleeping pad, inflatable
Yeah.
sleeping pad. It's just to create you off the ground, because when you're sleeping on the ground, all that cold air, your body's going to suck in all that cold air. And yeah, I'm nicely off the ground here. And if I wanted to, and we had a really hot fire, I could put some hot rocks underneath the bed,
Yeah.
and the heat would then, might do that this winter for some winter camping. Heat would then dissipate under here. But this is ideal, Dad.
Solid. Isn't it?
Absolutely
Really
solid, yeah. So imagine the roof obviously above our heads here, and we're going to think of, you're thinking a table, something that size?
I just thought on the end there's a gap there. If you made some sort of little square table, you've got somewhere to put your knapsack
Yeah.
or stuff you want for the night, because you don't yet know where you want the pillow.
Yeah,
You know, whether you're going to put your head that way
That's
or
true.
this way, because
Yeah.
obviously if you sleep with your head to the north, you have a shocking night's sleep. If you go with your head to the south, much better, because as you wake up in bed, you can look to the right. It's where the sun comes up in the east. Trust me, it's true.
But yeah, this is
I believe it.
yeah, this is it for this episode, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. It's just the foundation of the new kind of
A base.
bushcrafts, base and series that we can bring to you folks. So go and check out Dad's channel, TA Fishing.
Fishing, yeah.
I will leave a link in the description below. He uploads sometimes twice a week fishing videos, but not just fishing actually
No.
lately, isn't it?
And it could be coming, you don't know, there could be something very, very different happening on-grid camping, bushcraft camping. You never know, he hasn't seen it yet.
No, he's been telling me some things, but
it's a surprise.
maybe I'll come and film it on the Life of Mike channel or something as well.
Yeah,
That's the other channel we've got as well, Life of Mike. It's all my kind of vlog stuff. I've also been starting a kind of bushcraft tutorial series on the Life of Mike channel. The episode 1 has gone live now. I'll leave it up to you to go on over there and watch. There's going to be sequential processes of that series of building camps and things like that, and the skills and tips that I can give you. Short videos. They'll be on Life of Mike. There's a link in the description below. Links to everything in the description below that I've talked about. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see you next week, hopefully, or the week after. I've got another video in between this where we can do the roof. Cheers, folks. See you soon.